Welcome in, guys, and I am back to talk about every single NFL team 2023 season. We're in the NFC South once again with the Carolina Panthers, and we're now talking earlier about the Houston Texans getting the head coach right and the quarterback right. Now, they're the two key things. It didn't happen in for the Carolina. Just thinking, Frank Reich, he's good at the young quarterbacks. Yeah, you look who they drafted, Bryce Young. Again, I don't want to. Again, he didn't have a. Again, he isn't the guy. I know he did. Overall, he had 2,887 yards and 11 touchdowns. He didn't have a bad year. I mean, he had a bad year, but really, it was just a total mess. Bryce Young does 2,887 yards. They drafted Bryce Young, like I said. Jonathan Mingo, wide receiver, comes in. DJ Johnson, offensive linebacker, and Jermaine Robinson comes in. And then you have all this bullshit behind the scenes with David Templeman, who's like throwing drinks on fans at the stadium. Like, what the fuck is going on in the Panthers front office? Like, again, Matt Rule got fired because he's an idiot. Then you bring Frank Reich. Frank Reich comes in, and you think, oh, maybe he's gonna help, and then you draft the wrong quarterback. Again, everybody thinks, oh, you draft first, you're gonna get the right quarterback. No, again, a lot of NFL teams make this mistake. Like, don't draft the first quarterback that comes to mind. Do better research. Like, again, I look at this draft class. You could have gone for Anthony Richardson. Yeah, I know he only played 4 games, but he had more. I saw more in those games than I saw in Bryce Young. You could have got Will Levis, or you could have got C.J. Stroud. He was second. He could have got him, and he went to out of the other guys that I mentioned, he was the only one that got to a playoff game. Could have got C.J. Stroud, so I think he should have been the guy. But they end the season 2-15, so they're going to get that number 1 spot again for the quarterback position. And you've got to hope that they get it fucking right this time. They get the quarterback position right. Because this is what, the 3rd year now they've got a quarterback. Like, they went for Sam Darnold, didn't work. Bryce Young hasn't worked. You had Matt Corral injured, didn't work. You've got to get it right. You've got to fucking get it right this time. This is the 4th or 5th time now that you've got one of the first. You've got to get it right at some point. And just keep going on, Panthers fans. I know it's hard, but you got to keep going there. And I don't want to disrespect the Panthers fans. I'm friends with Panthers fans, so I don't want to disrespect them too much. But you need to get the quarterback position right. Ultimately, Frank Reich got fired in November, and then Chris Tabor comes in as an interim head coach. Doesn't really do anything really. They finished 4th in the NFC South. After the regular season, David Canales comes in, a former offensive coordinator to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, getting his first head coaching job. So let's see what he can do with Bryce Young or whoever the quarterback is. They started the season 0-6. The worst. First time they've started the season 0-6 since 1998. Then the signings that they made: Von Bell, Adam Thielen from the Vikings, wide receiver. And then you got Andy Dalton as backup quarterback. So you need to do really the best to help Bryce Young around him. Points for, he was 31st. He was second last against points for. Points against them, 29th out of 32. Free agents. You've got Chris. He's a defensive tackle. Mercury, he's a guard. But again, the big loss I think that they did was getting rid of DJ Moore. I think that was one of the biggest losses that happened. And again, it hasn't worked out for DJ Moore either, because again, he's in Paris football, but that's whatever. Again, the shit you put him on Bryce Young, you've drafted the wrong quarterback, you give him not good enough weapons around him, and you didn't protect him much. Again, he's 5'11", he ain't gonna, be dominated. He's going to be absolutely destroyed, and I was saying that earlier before the season started. What do they need? They need a quarterback, a running back, wide receiver, tight end, offensive lineman, offensive tackle. They need a lot of work in this offseason, and Dave Canals has a lot of work to do. But again, they've got to get that one position right, the quarterback position. Until they get that position fixed, they're never gonna get to becoming a playoff team again, or never mind win the division. Try to win the division. It might be the playoff team, but win the division. You need to find out who's the quarterback going to be. Bryce Young isn't the guy. 5'11". No, he isn't good. I know he put up some decent numbers, but he isn't the guy. Sorry, guys.